Hey guys, welcome back to Firewood on the Hill. My name is Matt. So I did this video this past weekend. Today is Tuesday, and I went to edit my footage, and half of the footage has no audio. So that's why I'm having to film this 2 days later. One good thing about today, though, guys, is we finally reached 70-degree weather. We hadn't seen that in a couple weeks, so we're super pumped about that, super excited about that. But this video brings us to a kind of a milestone, if you will, and kind of also an example of why I chose to purchase a processor at $12,000. So we're at the point now where we have had this processor for 3 months, and we're almost out of log processor wood. So behind me is what I have left here, guys. Some of these are too big to go through the processor, but I figured I have a cord of wood right here. So that's all we have left. I wanted to keep that wood for a timed core challenge. Once I get my push block extended, we're gonna go for it and see how fast it can be done. They say you can do a cord in an hour and a half, so we're gonna test it out. The logs that I have today are what I have left, minus this stuff, because I want to keep it for the core challenge. Again, one reason I chose this processor and I was able to afford this processor was I knew I'd run out of wood and it wasn't going to break the bank, because I cannot find anyone that would sell me wood around here in North Carolina. If anybody that knows anybody that's willing to sell processor wood, I would be willing to buy 100%. But that's pretty much all I have to say, guys. Enjoy the video. So here, guys, is all the wood I have left to run on this processor, other than the cord that I want to split later to do a cord video. But we have oak, maple, and some poplar here. This is the biggest size I have, probably around 11 inches. The smallest is around 6 inches. So a lot of different diameters here. This will be a quick run through. We're gonna do 2 at a time, guys. Or actually, yeah, 2 at a time. Actually, I can do 3 at a time. Three at a time. That worked out perfect. We'll do 3 more at a time. We're gonna do 3 rounds at a time, guys. Last time it worked out great. That's pretty efficient. We went from a very small log to a decent sized log. You see, guys, because of the push block not being high enough, this right here didn't get pushed all the way through. So we'll just push it back down and push it through. Might as well push that one through too. Same thing, we're gonna push all these back through. It's the top 4 this time. Man, these aren't falling right. I guess we do one at a time on this one. With these small diameter logs, I'm just cutting 3 at a time and then sending it through. So much faster. That log wasn't tight. Make sure it's tight. All right, guys, so that one live deck got us probably, I'd say, 1 basket. That live deck wasn't full, and it did have a lot of small logs on it. All right, guys, time to get over here to the Wolfe Ridge 28 Pro C. This has the oil cooler on it. This has a 6.5 second cycle time. It does have the Honda motor on it. The hour meter went out on me at like 220 hours, so I don't know how many hours is on it. It does have extended rate. All the things I'm pointing out, I think, are standard on this 28 Pro C now. And then we have my makeshift conveyor here. I put a occluded belt on it. Put a Predator 212 engine on it. And that drives that pulley, which drives the whole conveyor. We're going to split mostly oak today. There's some mix of stuff in here, but mostly oak. Over here is my resplits from the processor. This is all poplar, so I'm trying to cut that down to smaller size for bundle wood. So that's kind of in the way, but I'll make it work. So let's get to splitting. oak there. This is really close. I'd say I probably need to split another couple rounds and this will be a full cord. But man, that Wolfe Ridge does it, guys. You know, this is a prime example of why if you have a processor, you also need a log splitter. One thing is resplits, right? The second thing is big wood. So all this is big, junky wood that I couldn't push through the processor. So there we are, guys. The last couple weekends I've been able to get 2 core done because I run a cord on the processor and 1 cord on the Wolfe Ridge. But this weekend, obviously, I didn't have enough wood to run the processor, but I got my cord in for the week. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.